We're setting for Toby Roberts today. He wants to rehearse campus paddles and no hand slab before the World Champs in Bern in a couple of weeks' time. So we're going to do that today.
Nice. Right, so here's the boulder. We're trying to do a kind of replica of one of the blocks. I'll put it up on the screen now from, where's it from? From Prague. This year's Prague semi-final, which is this like 5-stage campus paddle. So we got some grips which are like pretty much kind of similar to the actual block. A wall which is semi-similar.
Do you think we're going to have enough sideways space?
Yeah, it's going to be tight, isn't it? We need a lot of space. But we'll see. We're going to give it a go and I'll check back in once we get this thing on the wall.
That first position's key, isn't it? Like, you don't want to be able to hold the 2 blue holds, so the left hand has to be bad enough so that you lose it, but it also has to be good enough that you can use it to proceed. I think it looks the part. You know, it's gonna work.
Initial thoughts?
Very hard to generate. I've tried several.
What have you been doing? Moving that pocket?
The pocket's gone higher, closer in, further out.
I mean, you look, I don't know, you hit the hole, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm close. I'll do it.
Didn't look crazy.
It's this needs to be better, the left hand, I think. But yeah, it's fine. We're on the right path.
It's looking good. Move 1 of 5 in the campus sequence done.
Yeah.
Kind
I
of
just
half
need to
done.
get. I need another coffee in to get recruited a bit more.
Had a quick play and this first left hand's really bad. It's going to be really hard to judge this one because it's going to be nails, but the idea is that it's jump to the first one and then campus 1, 2, 3 and then 4 over to the blue one on the right. So yeah, we'll have a go.
There we go. There we go.
It's a bit annoying with the wall, isn't it? You can like smear your way up the wall.
You're not in free space, are you?
Alrighty then. Sally.
Good, yeah?
I mean, it feels pretty good actually. I wonder whether that
pocket
just those 2 could move up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because it's going up compared to that one anyway, isn't it? Like the actual World Cup one, it was like more sideways.
It's going marginally up. Yeah, okay. It could go up a little bit.
I think the fact that that curves that way is really good for this.
Yeah.
Stopping the cheat.
Very cheap.
We just moved that first left blue up because we're having trouble with the kickboard, like kicking the feet into it, and it was like making the swing really weird. So we just pushed that up a little bit so that you got a bit more free swinging leg room, basically.
Ooh, can you stop?
I can't, but he's almost as strong as me, so he might be all right. Yeah, getting on's hard now. He can defo stop there. I mean, they make other stuff as well. Explain what you're doing here, Jake, for the audience.
Giving it a bit of no-tech so you can't thumb it, so your thumb slips.
Do you reckon this would go in the World Cup? Is this legit?
If it stayed on, yeah.
You need to tape a big second of that as well.
I was trying really hard. You're doing all I can to oppose the hand position.
I reckon we should block, like they did, like we can block that first dadao so that you can't shuffle up it.
Yeah.
So there's just enough for one hand. Yeah.
I think that's okay.
I think it goes. It goes. I just think it is also probably cheatable.
Do we need to know that it's like? We need to know that it goes though. I reckon I could do it if I had some time.
Yeah, I
think it's too easy. But that's okay because we can find out. We have the drills. We just get him climbing and he's like, yeah, just turn that one a bit and now it's really hard.
I think the second half of it, taped hold onwards is good. I haven't touched any of the holds, but. Whoa, I got a proper handful then.
Yeah.
I think if I'd been like ready to, I was like trying to hold on to that black one, but there's not time. Right, we've had a couple of pretty good goes getting like to the second of the black ones, but that one's not super useful. So Jake's gonna make it a little bit flat, pulling it a bit more. It's so hard to move quickly enough to use all the holds, but you have to be really strong to be able to power through and skip any. So.
Well, we're setting for Toby, trying to set him some things to work on, train on for his upcoming comps. So yeah, just finding the positions. Tricky setting a replica like this, you know, it's like, rather than taking inspiration from yourself, it's like trying to adapt somebody else's ideas. So I think that the stock position feels about right.
How close have you been on the foot swap sequence? You can start
on the stamp. I need to try it again a few more times. It's close, but it's because the target foot here is so small, which is how it was on this boulder we're trying to replicate. It's like it's a hard move, but also just really accurate on this foot. I'll have a few more goes.
Then what's the idea after that? You're going to stay no hands for a bit into this second position.
I'm going to try and do another no hand step because that's what. There's been a lot of that in the World Cups this year, and seems like that's what Toby's fallen off a few times. So we're going to try and give him an opportunity to practice. And then we have to have a zone hold and some more difficulty above the zone hold. But we're going to go off-piste up there and just try something different. So make this start section work.
That looks like what about 90% of people did in the World Cup for at least 4 minutes. So
we just have to make sure it's possible and not cheatable in an easier way, don't we, basically?
You say that some people managed to step through. Yerne managed to step through.
Yerne was stepping through, but they had a slightly different setup position here without the sidewall.
It's so hard to land on that. See this foothold. This foothold is definitely a lot worse than the one in the World Cup, but I think what's the difference? Do you think we're on a shallower slab?
I think the slab is more slabby by a degree or two.
Maybe 4 degrees or something. This slab.
3 or 4.
Can't tell exactly in the World Cup video, but the foot is like a small but positive pebble.
And the hold, which the angle, the volume face, which the foothold was on, was like overhanging almost.
Right.
But I don't have quite the right volumes here. I mean, we can try. Let's try with this other foothold I had going on.
It looked like in the World Cup they almost caught it with their mid foot sometimes.
I think the orientation of this is really important, so you can't just rock over it and stand on it. No hands?
Yeah, there's quite a lot on top of that one, isn't there?
That's kind of how they were doing it, like over the foot and then hop to clamp.
Because they're properly like grabbing it with their toe.
Easy
Shame
to
you can
stand
just
there now.
walk down it now.
Too chill. So we just moved that volume, tipped it so it's like flatter, and now Kaylin can just stand there, no hands, which is probably means it's way too easy. But we're just playing at the moment with like a load of variations on it. I think we're pretty much there with the variation we had before with the bad foot and the steep volume, but it's really hard. But it's meant to be really hard. I don't know how many tops this got. Not many.
I just watched like 3 people get through it.
Yeah, I think maybe
Max
like
got through it. Adam got through it.
I think maybe like 6 to 8 people as a guess got through that section, and then some people didn't top it. I think Max got through that section but didn't top the whole boulder, so we haven't built the second half yet. Aha, nice.
Fancy gaffer.
And the circle of route setting is complete. Back to the version that we had half an hour ago.
I think you could just give them.
Wow, yeah.
What do you reckon? Do that little step. This can
I think
always.
it's really hard,
Yeah, I think it's really hard,
that step.
which is good.
But it shouldn't be. It's so funny. Like, that's so comfortable. I think it'd be really nice to keep this whole sequence no hands, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
V15 no hands trav. So we're pretty happy with the start. Because Toby's going to be here, we're going to be like changing it while he's going. We've got a few options, some better feet, bringing the foot further out on the volume is going to make it a bit easier. This is only the first bit of the boulder, so we're going to build a second half to it now. But we've spent about half an hour, 45 minutes trying this. No one's actually done that first move, but we're like really close and we can stand in the position, so pretty happy, I think.
Here he is.
No, the moves, well, this first section, the moves haven't been done. It's really, really difficult, really subtle body positions. Like we haven't done the move. We haven't found the body position. It'd be really nice. Usually if we were setting for a comp environment or something, we would need to know it's possible. But because we've got like this luxury of we're working with Toby, he's going to be climbing, we're going to be climbing and tweaking and playing, we've sort of gone for the hard end, and then if it is too hard, we can tweak it down. That being said, he'll probably flash it, so look forward to see how he gets on. I'm just going to have another go and just see if this move's going to happen. Very difficult with the microphone on. Scraping across the wall. Oh, so close. I think, you know, if he hits the move perfectly, then it's...
And you can stay in that position.
there. Yeah, it's interesting. It's relatively easy just to stand there. Same place with your right foot. So left foot comes off, right foot has to land exactly where your left foot was. It's really...
The high risk element of the World Cup boulder, I guess.
So high risk, yeah. think that's the way. You like go a bit slower over the foot, and when you're standing over it, you swap feet, which I think is what they were doing in the boulder we're trying to replicate as well. It's really hard, but I mean, it was really hard. I think only a few people did this move, or like a handful of people did it out of the 20 semi-finalists. So it's got to be pretty hard.
See how he gets on.